Hello, podcast. Welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Sydney, and I'm so glad you're joining me today. So, as you can see from the title, today we're going to be talking about some habits, some like that girl habits, if you will. Just essentially things to become the best version of yourself, to inhabit that whole that girl aesthetic, hot girl aesthetic, all of those things, but in your own way. Okay, so I have been in like a slow mindset. I've been feeling unproductive, kind of stuck. I don't even know why I'm feeling these things, if I'm being honest, because if you look at my to-do list, I'm genuinely doing a lot of things every single day, but I just have been feeling really stuck, and I've been reflecting a lot on the habits that I have and habits that I've dropped the ball on, and I've decided I'm going to start readapting some of these habits into my daily life again, because there are certain habits that I have now, reflected and realized, wow, I don't know why I dropped the ball on these, because they were definitely like adding to my life. They were making me feel productive, and I want to get back to that feeling. I want to get back to my version of the that girl vibes. So everybody's version of that girl, or version of being productive, being your best self, is totally going to be different, and that is so okay. So these things that we're talking about today are just like my version of that girl, and things that make me feel really good. So they're probably not all going to apply to you. Maybe some of them will. I hope that some of them will apply to you, will resonate with you, and maybe you can take some habits that I'm talking about today and add them into your own lives and daily routines. So I wrote down 17 habits. Some of them are habits that I am currently active on and that I feel like are really, really good and I really like, so I want to share them with you. And then some of them are, like I said, habits that I really dropped the ball on, but I am going to be adopting them. And that's why I wrote them all down, because I'm going to hold myself to these habits. And it's end of February currently. When you're listening to this, it might be, end of February, it might be way later. But I feel like in this time especially, end of February-ish, anywhere around here, is really the time when a lot of people are dropping the ball. I know we had a full episode designated to dropping the ball, and I'm going to try to not use that term 100 million times, because if you listen to that episode, I don't even want to know how many times I said it. But this time in February, in March, after your New Year's resolutions, we're over a month into the new year. We're almost 2 full months into the new year, actually. And this is really a make it or break it time for a lot of people. Either your New Year's resolutions and your habits have really stuck, or you're like me and they haven't stuck. I feel like I'm a good 50-50 though, if we're being honest. I think 50% of my habits have really, really stuck, and the other 50% have not. But that is why we're talking about them today, because I want to get back into them. I want to really evaluate what makes me feel good, what makes me feel productive at the end of the day, what makes me happy about my life, excited to go into every day. That's kind of what we're talking about here. So let's just dive into these. They are in no particular order. I just, wrote down things as I thought about the habits that I really like or that I want to readapt. So, habit number 1 is making my bed every single morning. And I was really, really good about this for I would say a solid month. I would say all of January. I was on top of this. And suddenly it just kind of stopped, and I didn't even realize that I had stopped making my bed every morning until this week, when I've really been feeling like I am in a rut, like what is going on? And I have realized that I've dropped so many good habits and we need to pick them back up to get out of this weird feeling. But the first one I realized was I totally stopped making my bed. And it, as silly and little as it might be, it actually has a huge effect on your day, your mental health of the day, so many things. If you think about it, I mean, at least for me and a lot of people, I'm assuming, your bed is like 70 to 80% of your room, probably. And if you don't make your bed, then that 70 to 80% of your room that is your bed is messy. You know what I'm saying? So, like, if you simply just make your bed, then your room is way more cleaned up. You feel 70 to 80% more put together, maybe, something like that. And it really makes a huge difference, not only for like living in your room during the day, especially for someone like me who works from home. It's really a make it or break it moment. If my bed is made or if it's not made, it's changing the tone for the day. But aside from during the day, even if I'm gone the entire day, I still want to make my bed in the morning, because when I come home to a bed that is made, not only do I feel really nice, I feel like, oh, my room's clean. Thank God I'm not coming home to a messy room on top of a long day. But when I get to like unmake a bed before getting into it, oh, that feeling is a million times better than getting into a bed that's like already messy, that's been slept in. No. The feeling of getting into a made bed, getting to unmake it, feeling like the sheets are a little fresh, even if you haven't washed them in a week or so, it's just a better feeling. That's just my opinion. So making my bed every morning, I've gotten bad at it, but I'm going to get back into it, because after a lot of thought, as you can tell, I realized it is really huge in my life. Number 2 is working out. This one, I fully admit, I didn't even try. Like, I tried back in November, probably, to work out, and I was doing really good, and then I went on vacation and I came back and I didn't work out again. And that's how it's been since November. And I really like the feeling of being in the gym, not necessarily doing like a hard workout or going to fitness classes like every day. Don't get me wrong, I'm not that kind of girl who enjoys like killing myself physically every day. I really actually hate it and dread it. But I know that doing little workouts makes me feel so much better. I also don't move my body that much, if we're going to be honest. I grew up as a dancer, a competitive dancer, and I danced my whole life. So I was dancing like 4 hours a night, at least, every single day. And I went from that all throughout my life, all throughout high school, and even into college, to now I don't like move at all. Like, the most physical activity I do, and this is so sad, I'm not even kidding, is trying on multiple clothes at a time for my try-on haul videos. That is a workout in my mind, and that's not okay. At least I can recognize that it is not okay. That's not a workout, even though it feels like physical activity, because I don't move my body that much. So anyway, we're getting back in the gym over here, and I'm gonna be realistic with it. I'm not gonna go and like, I don't know, go to fitness classes or work out an hour a day. That's just not realistic in my life, especially going from no physical activity. We're going to be realistic about this. So for me, I'm actually going to get into 12-3-30. If you guys have heard about this, it's so cool. It's all you do is like, you get on a treadmill, you put it to 12 speed, 3 incline, and you go for 30 minutes. And you can like look this up on TikTok or Instagram, but it's like, I don't know, I just think it's genius. It's a little bit of cardio. It really tones like your muscles, your legs, your abs. It engages so many things, and it's like the easiest workout ever. You're just like walking on the treadmill. It's essentially a hot girl walk, but a little bit more athletic, and it's at the gym. I absolutely love it. And a lot of people that do 12-3-30 say like it's the perfect time for them to reply to emails on their phone, to scroll through Instagram, to watch YouTube, because you're just on a treadmill, you know? You're not like doing this crazy high intensity workout. You can still be on your phone. I don't know. I think it sounds like the best thing ever, physical activity wise. And that's what I'm going to be getting into. I'm probably going to try and do this every other day. Today is my first day that I'm doing it. I am going to do it tonight. I'm telling myself that I'm super excited, but I mean, everybody knows physical activity is good for your body. It makes you feel good. It produces, what is it, endorphins that make you happy? I could be using the complete wrong term here, but I know that working out is good for my physical body, my mental health, all of the above. So we're doing it. We're doing it. Hot girl walk, 12-3:30, whatever you want to call it. That is number 2. Habit number 3 is my 5-minute journal. So if you do follow me over on Instagram or, any of my social platforms, you may have seen me posting about this a few months ago. I picked up the 5-minute journal is what it's called, and I just grabbed mine on Amazon. I know you can get it a lot of different places, but okay, mini side note here. All of the products that I'm talking about, like the 5-minute journal, and then I'm going to be talking about a few other like physical things, I will be linking in the show notes on my Amazon storefront. So if you are interested in purchasing any of these, I'm going to have everything linked for you guys, okay? I'm going to make it easy on you. But anyway, back to what I was saying. The 5-minute journal, I picked it up on Amazon, and I really love it. It's amazing. I mean, it's literally 5 minutes. I think it's like 2.5 minutes in the morning and 2.5 at night that you journal in this essentially. And it's, how do you even describe this? I wish I had it next to me. I would like pull it up and read one. But you pretty much like reflect in the morning on things you're grateful for. I think you put a few like hopes for the day, whatever. And then at the end of the day, you essentially like write down what went well, what you're grateful for, those kinds of things. So you're really just recognizing the positive things that are happening in your life, the positive things that are happening day to day. And it's a really, really good mindset thing. That's only 5 minutes a day, a few minutes morning and night. I need to put this journal back by my bedside because I think it'll really just help with my mindfulness, being more grateful for things, and I really love the concept of it overall. So that is number 3. I was doing it a while in November or a few months ago. I don't even know. And I honestly just forgot about it. I don't know why it left my bedside. I don't know what happened, but we're going to get back into it because I have it and it's the cutest journal and it's so easy to help my mindset and, that girl vibes, journaling and being grateful. I really love that. Number 4 is drinking a glass of water first thing in the morning. So I have realized that I am in a terrible, terrible habit of only like consuming coffee for like the first 4 hours of my day. That is so bad. I will have coffee, and not just coffee, okay? Like the terribly sugary Starbucks drink coffees in the morning, first thing in the morning. That's what I put in my body, and then I don't eat food until 1 or 2 p.m. and that is terrible. I can't believe I'm doing that to my body. So, to slightly make that a little bit better, I'm going to try and drink, not try, I am going to, I hate when I say try, I am going to drink a glass of water first thing in the morning. That is going to be what goes into my body first. And that is just a small change because I'm being realistic over here. I'm not going to go and honestly like drink a smoothie or something or eat fruit or whatever first thing in the morning yet because I am not used to it. I'm used to having my coffee and calling it a day, and I'm going to be realistic, starting with baby steps. So we're going to change to just drinking water first, and then we can go to the coffee and the bad habits. But anyway, I also have heard that lemon water is really, really good. I don't know, honestly, all of the benefits behind it. I'm sure you could look it up if you're interested, but I know a lot of people are saying drink a glass of water with a slice of lemon in it first thing in the morning. So that's what I'm doing. I did that this morning already. Day 1, I'm feeling really good about it. I drank a whole glass of water. Actually, I drank 2 full glasses of water with a lemon because it tasted so good and so refreshing. I really love it. I can't believe that I'm more excited about my lemon water in the morning than my coffee. But we love it. That's exactly what I wanted. So Yeah, simple little thing, but it's going to help me have more water intake. I'm terrible with drinking water. That's something I'm going to tackle another day. Right now, we're tackling drinking a glass of water first thing in the morning. Number 5 is very, very that girl aesthetic here, but my gua sha night routine is really game changing, and I always underestimate, I guess, how it's going to make me feel. So then I just don't do it, and I'll maybe gua sha once a week if we're lucky right now. And every single time I do my gua sha routine, I am enjoying it so much that I'm sitting there like, why don't I do this every night? This is relaxing. It's like a face massage. And then I forget again for another week. So we're not doing that. I'm going to try and do it every other day. I would love to work up to doing it every single night. That is so that girl to gua sha every night. So I love that vibe for me. And also, I have really been into trying the whole slugging thing. If you guys are on TikTok, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. But slugging is essentially putting Aquaphor or there are a few other things that people use, but I can't think about it right now. All over your face right before you go to bed, and it's really thick, but it feels so nice. And guys, when I tell you I wake up with the smoothest, most moisturized skin of my life after slugging, it is incredible. I don't know why I didn't try it when I first heard about it. I was just like, not for me. And I take that back fully. I'm obsessed with slugging, and I've combined slugging and my gua sha routine. So I'll put my Aquaphor all over my face, the slugging thing, and then I'll gua sha after, because the gua sha tool just glides so smoothly over the Aquaphor. I love it. It just makes me feel like that girl. As cliche as that sounds, it makes me feel put together. It makes me feel like I'm doing my skincare routine. And honestly, that's why we're talking about this. I guess I didn't even really touch on that too much at the beginning. But the reason that I'm going over all of these that girl habits, all of these little things that I want to adapt into my life, is because they make me feel good. And that's all that matters. I want to feel good in my own skin. I want to feel good in my home, in my mindset. It's all of these things. All these habits are just aligning my mind, my environment, my physical body in the best ways, and making me feel like the best version of myself. So yeah, even though gua sha is a little bit typical, I guess, it really has amazing benefits, and it's like a little face massage, and I absolutely love it. If you haven't tried it before, like I said, all the little products, actual physical products that I'm talking about, will be linked in the show notes on my Amazon storefront. So I will link the gua sha that I have. I grabbed it on Amazon, and it's amazing. I love it so much. Okay, number 6 really goes along with the last one. It is just washing my face every single night. And I need to clarify for myself that washing my face means more than just taking off my makeup, okay? This is the habit that I've gotten into, is I'll just remove my makeup with my face wipes and put my moisturizer on and go to bed. No. That's not it, Sydney. That is not washing your face. That is just taking off your makeup, girl. I'm cheating the system here. So I need to get back in the habit of washing my face every night. With my cleanser, actually putting water on my face, not just using my makeup wipe. That's kind of it for that one. It's just a skincare thing that I think my skin will be a little bit better, because I've been seeing breakouts recently, which I obviously don't love. And the main thing that I've done differently is I don't actually wash my face every night, which is weird because I'm totally a wash my face kind of girl. I'm the kind of girl that even back when I did used to drink alcohol, I would still not only take off my makeup, but wash my face. my little drunk girl coming home would still wash my face, do my whole skincare routine, like years ago, whatever. And I am not even doing it now, and I don't even drink. Like, what excuse do I have? Absolutely none. So, no more just taking off my makeup. I'm washing my face every night. Healthy habits over here. Okay, number 7 is straightening up my room every morning. This is another little simple one, and I did talk about this, I think, in another one of my podcasts, actually, about how much my mindset changes when my room is clean. And I think this is really, really dramatic for me, especially because I work from home. I do everything in my room. I literally, like I work here, I film here, I do almost everything in my room. So I spend a lot more time in this space than most people probably do in their rooms. So when it's not clean, it's not only like having a messy room, it's also like having a messy desk and office space. So self-explanatory. I've honestly not been terrible with this one. I would say this is a habit I have been doing pretty well, but I just wanted to put it on my list to really address it to myself, to put it at the forefront of my mind a little bit more, and remember that even like little things around on the floor or a little pile of dirty clothes, like why? Just clean it up. Clean up your little pile of clothes and get on with your day, because I don't know, for me it makes me feel so much better when my space is completely clean. Habit number 8 is keeping my makeup brushes clean. Okay, this one is a little bit embarrassing. If we're going to be honest, guys, I don't remember the last time I washed my makeup brushes. That like really disgusts me to think about, the fact that I put that on my face almost every day and I don't know the last time that I actually cleaned it. So I'm really exposing myself here, but I'm trying to do it to help you guys, I guess. I don't know, that's what I'm going to tell myself. Maybe you need a little reminder to also clean your makeup brushes, okay? If you do, no shame. I can't judge you when I don't even know the last time that mine were clean. But I want to make it a habit to clean these weekly. I personally love having like cleaning at home days on Sunday. I love a Sunday reset routine. I feel like that is a very that girl habit, to have a Sunday reset routine. And I didn't even put it on this list, but it's something that I genuinely love, and I feel like I do actually have that in my routine really well. I usually do laundry, straighten up, vacuum, etc. on Sundays, but I'm going to add cleaning my makeup brushes to my Sunday checklist because yeah, it's self-explanatory. They need to be cleaned, and I don't even wear makeup on Sundays usually, so it should be a good day of the week for me to get them clean. Yep. Okay, moving on from that one. Number 9 is self-tanning. And this is another one that when I'm saying it out loud, it sounds a little bit silly, I guess. But I want to give you a rundown on why self-tanning weekly is going to be in my That Girl Best Self Healthy Habits routine, okay? It is because for me, and I know this resonates with a lot of girls, when you're tan, you just feel like a better version of yourself. And I know a lot of people, and me included in the past, typically save self-tanning for like special occasions when they need to look good, whatever. But why? I guess is kind of what I'm asking myself. I actually have been self-tanning weekly for probably all of 2022. So this is a habit that I have already really adapted, and I'm sharing it because I feel like it really, really helps my mindset, and maybe somebody else needs to hear this. You don't have to save self-tanning for your occasions or for the weekend or whatever it is that you tell yourself you save self-tanning for. I self-tan at least once a week, if not twice a week. I think it's probably more realistic for what I've been doing. And It's because I simply feel like a better version of myself. I I don't know, it seems kind of silly to me. Like, just a shade darker of my skin tone boosts my self-confidence, but it truly, truly does, and that's just the honest truth in it. So I'm not going to deny myself of self-tanning, especially, okay? Especially when I have probably like the best self-tanner ever. I am gonna let you guys in on my secret here. I use the Saint-Tropez tanning water mists. I don't know the exact name of them, if we're gonna be honest, but I do get them on Amazon. You can also get them on Ulta, but I will link them on my Amazon storefront, and the whole link that I'm telling you guys is in the show notes. So if you want to check out this tanner, I am telling you, it is a whole game changer because it's a tanning water. It's not a mousse. It's completely different. It is amazing. Like, it's literally a water that you mist on yourself. So it doesn't stain anything. It doesn't get on any of my white towels, any of my bed sheets. I self-tan at night and go to bed on my white sheets and nothing because it's water. I have no idea how this possibly works, but it's amazing. It gives me a beautiful glowing tan. It's never, ever, ever streaky. I don't know how this isn't more of like I don't know. I feel like it's like a secret, my Saint-Tropez tanning water mist. So I'm sharing it with you guys. It might blow up. I'm considering making a TikTok about it, but at the same time, I don't want to sell out this product so much that I can't get it or you guys can't get it. So we're going to keep it as a little podcast secret for now, I guess. If you want to check it out, they also have like a gel moisturizer version for your face. So I use the tanning water mist on my body and the moisturizing gel serum thing on my face. Absolutely the best, most amazing tanning products ever, okay? That is my secret. But back to the point is that I just feel so much more confident, especially in the winter months, obviously, when I can't get real vitamin D. I can't go out and get a tan at the moment in a literal snowstorm. I'm looking out my window currently and looking at a literal snowstorm. So self-tanning just makes me feel happier, and that is all. That is the reason it is on this list. It makes me feel good. Number 10. Okay, this one I feel like needs a little more explaining. It's kind of like long on my list, but essentially it's writing self-care things in my planner. So my planner is usually designated to things that I have to do, like most people's planners are. It just, has all the literal things I need to do that day or that week or whatever. And I started to do this probably a month ago, and I am obsessed with this. I will write in on my specific days in my planner self-care things or other things that aren't typically something I would write in my planner. So for example, I'll write in bath night on one of them if I know that I want to designate time to taking a bath, to pampering myself a little bit, whatever. Or like movie nights, Bachelor night. I always write watch The Bachelor on my planners on Mondays because I know I'm going to do it. I know I'm going to designate my 2 hours on Mondays to watching The Bachelor. Absolutely, okay? You can't convince me to not do it. But I want to write it in my planner because it's something I look forward to. And it just, I don't even know how to explain it. I just try it out, okay? Just hear me out. Try it out here. Write things like this in your planner that aren't like to-dos like homework or work-related tasks. They're tasks that you want to do, and you're acknowledging by writing these in your planner that you are designating time to this, that it is important, and it's just kind of like a little self-care thing that I think really, really helps me when I'm looking at my planner. I'm looking at something that I'm looking forward to, and it's acknowledging that I'm doing little like dates with myself, essentially, that I am blocking off time to do these things. That's what it really comes down to. Is honestly, I know this isn't a problem for a lot of people, but for my workaholics that can relate to this, if I don't write in things like this and I have a busy day, I'm going to just work my entire waking hours. I won't take a break if I don't write something in. So for example, if I write in on my planner that I'm going to have a bath night, I'm going to do like a little spa at home, whatever. If I write that in my planner, I'm so much more likely to actually do it because I can physically cross it off of my planner than if it was just in my head and I was just thinking, oh, I want to have a bath night tonight, and then I have a million other things to do and I don't get to it. If it's written in my planner, I'm going to do it because I want to cross it off. And it is as simple as that. And sometimes, for people like me, I guess, who just work, which isn't necessarily bad, but it is bad when you're not even giving yourself a break to do little things like take a bath or watch a movie or whatever it is. So that's kind of my way of making sure that I do designate time for myself to just relax and not work or stress or plan or whatever it is. Number 11 is eating more healthy foods. And for me, I used to think that eating healthy was so time consuming, it was difficult, it was really expensive, all of these things. But I actually stumbled upon Daily Harvest recently, and this is not sponsored by them, okay? Listen, Daily Harvest, if you would like to sponsor me, let me know, okay? Email's in the description. But I actually just ordered Daily Harvest organically. I think I saw a coupon on TikTok, or maybe it was Hulu. I don't know, look it up. I'm pretty sure they had coupons for both. I think it was like code Hulu or code TikTok if you wanted to get a discount. But anyway, I ordered some smoothies and some bowls and stuff off of there, and it's truly life-changing. I don't like to cook. That's just a thing for me. I absolutely hate it. Cooking is not my friend. I like fast and easy meals, and typically fast and easy meals are not healthy, but with Daily Harvest, this sounds so much like an ad, oh my god. But with Daily Harvest, okay, fast and easy can be healthy. Wow, that was a really good slogan. I feel like they should hire me for that. I don't know. I feel like that was great. Fast and easy can be healthy with Daily Harvest. No, but really, guys, like their smoothies are delicious. It's literally ready for you. You put them in your freezer. Same with their bowls. I'm obsessed with the like broccoli and cheese bowl. So delicious, and it's a way that I've been incorporating healthy food, getting more fruits and veggies into my diet. And whenever I eat my Daily Harvest smoothies or bowls, I feel like that girl. Like, it is an immediate mood change for me. Something switches in my brain. I am just like, I'm eating healthy. I am that girl. I am on my vibe. I am the best version of myself, treating my body well. It just makes me act different. So, I don't know. I love it. That's the way that I eat healthy foods. It's honestly the only way that I eat healthy foods. And at least something is making me eat healthy. So genuinely, thank you, Daily Harvest. Number 12 is consuming mindset content. And if you guys are listening to this podcast, you can check this one off of your little that girl list, I guess, because you're doing amazing. But before I started this podcast, I consumed so much more mindset content. And I've realized that now that I have my own podcast, I guess I don't listen to others as much, which I don't like. And I don't really know why that happened, but I want to get back into listening to other people's mindset and manifestation podcasts. There are so many good ones. Specifically, there are 2 podcasts that I am so obsessed with. I'm going to pull them up on my phone right now so I can tell you guys what they are so you can check them out too. The first one is called Make Shift Happen with Samantha Daily. Such a good mindset podcast. She talks about a lot of similar things. I actually recently just found this podcast like a week or 2 ago, so I haven't listened to honestly very many episodes, but the ones that I have listened to are phenomenal. And the other podcast that is like an OG podcast for me, I've been listening to this one for over a year, is the Mindset, Magic, and Manifestation podcast with Michaela J. She is amazing. Okay, also, I just have to say this. Podcast girls, you're getting the inside tea here, I guess. Michaela just followed me on TikTok and Instagram the other day, and I did a little happy dance because I've been listening to her podcast for over a year. I'm obsessed with it. It was part of, I guess, the spark that made me start this podcast. I just think she's the coolest thing ever. So the fact that she followed me, I died a little bit. Anyway, her podcast is genuinely amazing. It not only ties in mindset, but it also goes into manifestation and the spiritual world way more than I do over here, because I'm not an expert in manifestation or spiritual things at all, but she is. I will say she is quite an expert and she is amazing. I absolutely love listening to those. So check out those podcasts if you would like to. I will include the titles and links if I can in the show notes. But I really want to get back into listening to more of these podcasts and more mindset and manifestation content, because I guess I just kind of lost that part of consuming the content now that I'm creating similar mindset content. So that's kind of my little, one of my little habits that I want to get back into. Okay, number 13 kind of goes along with the planner habit that I was talking about a little bit earlier, but this one is using my notepad instead of my planner. Okay, so I gotta go into this one a little bit more because it probably makes no sense when I just say that, but I have a regular planner that has each day of the week, whatever, and its own little section to write in to-dos for that day, like a normal planner. But I also have this notepad, I guess, which is just essentially the size of a piece of paper with lines. It's a pretty blank slate notepad, and I, for whatever reason, stopped using my planner a month ago and just used my notepad, and I would make a new sheet for each week. So on Sundays I would write weekly to-dos on my notepad and write out all the things that I had to get done in that week instead of writing them day by day in my planner. And for whatever reason, I switched from, starting with the planner, then going to the notepad, and now I'm back to the planner. And now that I am currently using my planner, I have realized my notepad is so much better for me, which is so weird because I'm a very organized person where in my mind I would think that I would prefer to see what I need to do each day. But the problem is that every day I am not achieving every single thing that I've written for that day, and then the next day I not only have to do the things that are written in that day, but I also have to go back and do the things that I didn't complete from the day before. And it gives me this stressful feeling I didn't even complete what I had to do yesterday, and now I have to do these things. And it's so much more stressful to me than just writing everything that needs to be done by the end of the week and just crossing them off as I go and getting them all done by the end of the week. So it's little things like this that when I really take the time to evaluate what's working in my life and what isn't and what maybe worked better in the past, it's things like this that make a huge, huge difference. So I don't know, maybe if you're like me and you're kind of feeling wow, I'm not getting stuff done on my daily to-dos, maybe try using a weekly notepad essentially instead. Okay, 14. This one is a little more of a chill habit that I want to, I guess, incorporate into my daily life. And it is leaning into my intuition and my desires and just what I feel called to do. I really like this one because it's kind of the basis of how you manifest things. And essentially, it's if I'm driving by McDonald's and I look at McDonald's and I think, that sounds really good right now, I'm going to lean into that and I'm going to go to McDonald's simply because it sounded good, my brain wanted it, and I'm just going to lean into that and do it. So this little habit, I guess, is just doing more of that, doing more of my little things. If I want to lay down and sit on my phone on TikTok for 10 minutes, then I'm going to allow myself to do that. I'm going to just lean into what my body feels called to do. hopefully my body will at one point feel called to like run a marathon, and I'll get on the treadmill and run for like an hour. That'd be awesome. But if my body needs a little more relaxation or a little bit more pampering or self-care, I want to really recognize that better and follow through with those thoughts. When I feel called to do something, I want to just actively do it. Okay. I want to like get through the rest of these because I feel like I've been talking forever, but number 15 is romanticizing my life. And this one is a little bit more specific, but I really want to get better in the romanticizing, especially in like vlogging and making like little TikTok vlogs. So my idea of romanticizing my life, I guess, is capturing my moments that feel good, either in pictures or in little videos for TikTok, or maybe in a full vlog for my YouTube channel. But when I do this, when I do vlog or I make mini vlogs on TikTok, or even when I take pictures and put them on stories a lot throughout the day, I absolutely love looking at them and like watching them back over and over and over again. You know, those girls that like make one video and they just watch it repeat for the whole day. That's me. But I genuinely love doing that because it's a way of romanticizing my life. When I take a cute little picture of my coffee for my Instagram story and I watch it 100 times, I'm appreciating that coffee and something I did for myself, and ultimately I'm appreciating a little moment of my day and of my life. And I love that. I think little things like this have so much of a huge impact on us, and we don't even realize it so much of the time. So I just want to get into that a little bit more. I've been trying to vlog more on YouTube. I'm actually vlogging this whole day today. So I will be having a vlog go up this Sunday. And I don't know, I love capturing moments and appreciating and romanticizing them, whether that is a vlog or I love TikTok vlogs. I think that's my favorite way, and I don't do them often, so I really want to get into it a little more. But doing these little TikTok vlogs to romanticize my life and just really appreciate the little things that I do in a day that are aesthetically pleasing to me or that feel good to me, and then appreciating them. Okay, we're almost done, I promise. I've been going on forever, but there are just so many little habits and things, I guess, that I wanted to talk about today. So second to last here, number 16, positive affirmations in the mirror is something that I hate, if we're going to be honest. It like makes me cringe, but I've kind of like, I guess, figured out my own way to do this. I know a lot of people say doing positive affirmations in the mirror, like you should say them out loud, it just works better. And I just feel a little bit uncomfy with that. Maybe I'll get to that point, but I don't know. I like just saying them in my head. Like when I'm brushing my teeth, I'm looking at myself and I'm thinking about all the things that I like about my face. Same with getting dressed in the morning. I'm putting on my clothes, I'm looking in the mirror, and I'm thinking about all the positive things that I like about what I'm wearing, that I like about my body. And it's just spending a few extra seconds to appreciate the positive things about myself. And if a negative thought comes up, I just, no, absolutely not. Don't think about it. Switch to something positive. Okay, we thought about that negative thing for half a second too long. What do I like about what I'm seeing? And it's little things like this, guys. Little things that make you feel good. Little changes like this might seem small, but when you incorporate something like this into your daily routine, and on the daily you're looking at yourself in the mirror and thinking, or even saying out loud, positive things to yourself, it is going to change your mindset, change the way you think about yourself so incredibly much. If you don't believe me, just try it. Try it for like, I think, 14 days that it takes to set a habit? That could be totally wrong. I don't know. But try it for a week, if not 2 weeks. And I seriously guarantee you will feel different about yourself in a very positive way. Okay, the last little habit is so silly and goofy, but it's important to me, okay? It is getting Starbucks in the morning. And this is slightly a terrible habit, if you will, because Starbucks is not necessarily cheap and they're sugary drinks, but you know what? They make me so happy. It's not even the drink that makes me happy. Okay, the drink makes me happy, don't get me wrong, but like driving to Starbucks, having that me time in the morning is just so good. Like I feel like my best days start when I drive to Starbucks and have my me time. Me and Macy in the car. She gets her, I can't say it, PUPCUP. Sorry, she's sitting right next to me, and if I say that word, swear to God, guys, she knows exactly what it means, and she will wake up and it'll be a whole production. But anyway, she loves her little morning treat. I love my little morning treat and my me time. And it's something that I don't want to like deprive myself of, I guess, in the silliest way. I know that it makes me happy, so I'm gonna let myself do it. It's kind of like the other one that I talked about. Like, if I feel called to do something, I'm just gonna do it. I'm not gonna think about it too much, and I'm going to do it. If it's something that I want to do, if I wake up and I think, yep, I want Starbucks today, I'm gonna get in my car and I'm gonna go get Starbucks without debating in my head, like, no, you don't need that. You don't need to spend the money. You don't need to waste your time. You don't need the calories or whatever it is. I don't want to sit and put negative energy into something that I like. You know? That's kind of just where I'm at. And don't get me wrong, I don't need to do this every single day, but I'm gonna let myself do it when I want to do it. I'm gonna get Starbucks in the morning when I wake up and I feel like I want Starbucks. And sometimes, if we're being honest, that is 2 times a day. And that is just the price I'm willing to pay. Like a $6 drink is truly worth that much of my happiness, and that's just how I feel. I know that not everybody can agree with that, and that is totally okay, but that is my vice. Okay, silly little mini story before we end the podcast that goes along with this is my family, my mom especially, loves to make fun of me for how much I get Starbucks, because I truly get it almost every single day. Like, that's just the point that I'm at, and I'm leaning into it, I'm allowing it. But anyway, I do get it a lot. So my family really loves to make fun of me, and then they also like to, I guess, let me know how much money I'm spending on Starbucks. You know, they're like, do the math, Sydney. You're spending like $6 to $7 a day on Starbucks. Do the math. That's a crazy amount of money. And I realized one day, you know what, guys? I am in college and I do not drink alcohol. I do not buy alcohol. I don't go to the bars and get drinks. Let's think about how much money I'm saving by not drinking alcohol, okay? I am saving a lot more money not drinking alcohol than I am spending on Starbucks. And when I told them that, they were like, oh, yeah, you have a good point there. Yeah, all right, drink your Starbucks. And guess what? Nobody has said anything negative about my Starbucks addiction since. So I'm allowing it. I'm leaning into my almost daily Starbucks because it's worth it to me. I don't really spend money on anything else unnecessary. I don't drink alcohol. I don't do any other things. Starbucks is essentially my drug of choice, and I'm okay with that. Okay. Anyway, guys, those were 17 that girl best version of yourself habits that I have in my daily life, or that I will be having because I'm implementing some of these or re-implementing some of these habits. But these are just things that I think are really, really life-changing to me. Even though they're small little things, they make my mind happy. They make my days better. They make me appreciate the little things in life. And that's honestly what creates a positive mindset. And the best version of yourself, the best version of your life you can have is when you're doing little things like this for your mind, your body, your environment, whatever it is, that make you happy and make you feel good. So I hope you got something out of this episode. Maybe you found a few habits that you want to include in your daily or weekly routines. If you did and you want to share them, throw up a little Instagram story and tag me and I'll repost them. I love when you guys share and tag me on stories about the podcast or about anything. I absolutely love seeing it. It makes me so happy. So, of course, I'll have my Instagram linked in the show notes. Like I said, my Amazon storefront is going to be in the show notes, and I'm going to make like a whole little list page thing on Amazon for this episode in specific that links all the little products that we're talking about today in these habits and all that. So yeah, that'll all be linked down there. If you are so kind to rate the podcast 5 stars, leave a review if you are on Apple Podcasts, it means the absolute world to me, and I literally cry the happiest tears when I read your guys' reviews. They make my whole freaking world. Okay, that is it for this super long episode, but I hope you enjoyed it. I love you all so much. Thank you for listening, and we will chat again next Friday.